Shout out to Laura, goddamn, I appreciate you, darling, goddamn. Salute to everybody. What a wonderful day in New York City. Goddamn, I was in the Bronx all day today. Ooh. Remind me, anybody that when you come here this summer, for anybody that visits New York City, make sure Nate says, I want you to bring me through a trip through the Bronx, through Mount Vernon, through Yonkers. Just remind me to tell you that. All right? Whatever you do when you come visit New York City, we must go to the Bronx so I can show you life. The amount of action in such an interesting section within miles apart. You know what I mean? Shout out to Shimmy, goddamn. Boy. Fellas, ladies, I don't know who to start with first, right? Because it's just it's a lot going on, right? It really is like there's a lot of inspiration in these areas because when y'all hear culture, you haven't seen culture. You haven't seen areas where older gentlemen are under a tent playing cards in the middle of the day on a Wednesday. Right? You haven't seen the culture of people that from all walks of life, that there's a mode of people being alive still. It's incredible, man, and it's good to see all that, and it's good when you're around people, because you know what it is with me. I like where I live. I can be in any of these areas within, and we're reaching like it's so. This is how it goes. The Bronx is only 18 miles away from where I live, but depending on the part of the day, it takes 2 hours to get there because of the traffic, right? So traffic is like the real big issue here, right? Because we live so close but so far. So Jersey, you can go to Jersey Shore, which is 60 miles away from where I live, but it takes you an hour, 60 miles an hour, right? So it literally takes you 60 minutes to get there, which is a long ride for New Yorkers. See, New York is a long ride for us is 60 minutes, right? Like that's a long ride. You know, most New Yorkers we're spoiled. So between yesterday, I was downtown Manhattan. My daughter had a big class trip. Salute to her school, man. That was amazing. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you never tell people what you're gonna do. Tell people what you've done. You know what I mean? Because, you know, just for security reasons and shit like that, you know, you don't want to be telling somebody you're here, there, whatever. But yeah, so I feel alive today. I feel great. I went up to the Bronx. I had to take care of a couple of things and shit like that. And I was up in Boston Road. You know, I was supporting this one business for 27 years. And he said, yo, you know how I remember the owner, young brother. Ladies, my single ladies, goddamn, I got you when you come here. My single ladies. So anyway, this brother's a business owner. He owns Dunn Sport. Look it up, Dunn Sport. It's a tire speed shop. One brother. There's two partners, but the one main brother, man, good brother. Brother's caked up. And he said, man, you know how long we knew this dude? for 27 years. Because I remember when he pulled up on his big butt chick. That's what they said. He said, I remember when Nate pulled up on this. They know me as Corey, so he like, if y'all ever go to this store, say Corey from Staten Island, they know. And he was describing, and the dude was like, I will never forget that when that big butt chick was walking over there from Connor, and she walked up, and he said that's how he met me. I tell you, man, the impressions you have on people is amazing. Shout out to the two workers that I seen in ShopRite the other day. Yeah, thank you. Damn, it feels good to see people up on it. From the words of the great Biz Markie. And that's what was told to me, because these two dudes pulled up. They was working at ShopRite late at night. They're like, yo, bro, we fuck with your channel, bro. Like, I don't even realize people be noticing me like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is great. But it was really, really good, man. And salute to the brother. Salute to everybody, man, that I've been running into, man. And but yeah, man, it was love, man. But that's how I met Dunn and man. And I remember I had a comedy spot downtown Manhattan it's uptown Manhattan, but downtown compared to in the Bronx. And one of my favorite boroughs is the Bronx. Bronx, woman, all the above. But check it, let me tell you what happened today, though. So I was trying to, utilize the little thing. And you know me, I'm always bugging out with the people, but I met a couple of brothers today, man. Brothers really be wanting to talk. Ladies, let me give you a word of advice. I'll start this off real fresh. You don't ever want to meet a man and push the worst narrative you ever want to push is from this movement. Now, I know a lot of y'all wearing your cheeks out here and looking like sluts and all the above. I get it. A lot of men don't like that. I'm going to tell you when they like it. They like it when they meet you on some dot shit, right? But if you really want to get wifed up, he doesn't want you looking like that. Niggas don't want their daughters looking like that. They don't want their girl looking like that. I'm gonna speak for the black brothers. Brothers do not like that. As a matter of fact, they hate it. So anyway, we're in front. There's a lot of dudes in front of this spot. So there's one kid. He's telling me about the niggas be having jobs. Brothers be having these jobs though. He worked for Transit for such and such amount of years. He about to retire. I think he's been on with 20. He get another 5 years. He get his full pension. Some shit like that. We talking car talk. It was good. We connecting. That's the name of the game, connections, right? So I see bro or whatever, you know what I'm saying? We building, and there was this nice looking woman coming out of the block. Now, mind you, right? She's on one side. Damn, my hair, hold on. She's on one side of the fence, right? And it's kind of funny because she has this, how do I say, like, there's this, she got like a short skirt or something. I've seen a lot of her legs. Now, mind you, if a woman doesn't want to be bothered and she sees there's a whole bunch of men there, she's going to walk across the street, right? She had that ability. Okay, granted, we're on Boston Road. Shout out to Andrea, goddamn. So we're on Boston Road in the Bronx. Literally across the street is Mount Vernon. You could cross the bridge, right? Y'all know where the Eastchester Bridge is, right there, right? So I see her coming down. Now, one time we see this little hood chick. She going off like, oh, fuck y'all trying to rob me. She was bitching over a $20 mirror. You know what I've learned? No disrespect, ugly chicks, but ugly motherfuckers do the weirdest shit. Like, y'all do the most. Like, pretty bitches, y'all be conceited. And we know why, because the niggas fucked you over in the past, and I get it. You know what I mean? You have to kind of be conceited because that's kind of a defense mechanism. I encourage that. I do, legit. The problem I got a problem is when you conceited and you don't know the difference between a compliment from a man or a boy. You got to distinguish the two now. And what I mean by that is change your mindset. if you have been burnt and you're pretty, we know you have. Because a pretty girl with a nice attitude, most cases, she may be happily in a relationship or she's happily single. And when I say happily single, that means she's still, she's just chipper. You know what I mean? So the ugly chick, we see them coming out. She got like some pink, some pink tights. Her other friend is smacked. They both smacked, whatever. So they come out. Then they come out again. Now, mind you, this like, when I say 300 feet away, it's close, pretty close, because they're not in our section, but whatever shop is on that same block, we could see them. So they going back and forth to the car. Then I notice all of a sudden she's on this FaceTime and she's cursing like, yo, what the fuck y'all looking at? Boom, boom. Y'all trying to ride me? Fuck out of here. So the dude was like, damn, bitch, all that over a $20 mirror? I guess that's what the dude let us know. And we're like, now she's trying to get a viral moment because you're ugly. So what ends up happening is you're going to do the most to get the most attention because you already got the tight spandex on, they're pink, and nobody's really paying attention to you. And if we do pay attention, because the nigga just want to smash, he ain't really trying to pay attention to really like give you any courtesy love. So the pretty chick, let me rewind it a little bit, right? Before the busted chick did her little episode, the pretty chick's walking down. Now, I'm saying to her, if she don't want to be bothered, she will cross the street because there's nothing but niggas here. And the good thing about it, these could be anybody because these are working men, business owners. You just don't know who's who because this is a very busy place. Anybody that lives in Boston Road in the Bronx and knows Dunn Sport, they know what I'm talking about. They just got clients after clients after clients because people just keep rolling up. So my man's chilling. Driving $150,000 Hellcat Dodge. That's his toy. He said he paid $150,000 for that shit, and that shit just sits home. He don't even drive it. You know you got money when your $150,000 Dodge Charger Challenger. You know what I mean? Right. So Andrea, Connor Street. You get off at Connor Street. Andrea know the Bronx. You get off at Connor Street, which is the last exit in the Bronx. And then you make the left turn up there. You see McDonald's and you make the left right there. So the place is right there. So I watched her come close. Now the dude is talking to me. And when a nigga talking, you see a nice looking girl. So I'm like, damn, this motherfucker was nice. So she pulled up and I said, well, you looking very nice. Look at you. You know what I mean? She didn't say nothing, straight ignored me. So then she asks, I guess she was asking somebody where the train was. I don't know, I understand that. She could ask me that because I could have told her whatever. But then I said it again. I said, oh, wow, you looking real nice. I said, let me test it. She straight just Higby, right? So right? And it's funny. So the dudes, men look at that as a strength. Like, damn, you could approach a woman like, but this is why a lot of niggas don't like approaching women because they're afraid of that. Especially good guys. Guys that's worthy, they really are afraid. Not too many guys can do that, you know what I mean? Me, I've been like this all my life, so, but not to the point of like, fuck you, bitch. I could never do that. But I know if I had said that, that would have got her attention, you know what I mean? So this is my thing. The ugly chick was just being loud and extra. She turned the whole fucking place off. Now, nobody want to go over there because nobody want to deal with that. See, the thing is with black men, and I'm speaking collectively as men because I could be part of this. All of us are part of this. Every man is part of this that knows what good pussy is or good looking woman is or the above. The nigga that got a wife, girlfriend. The one thing that a man does not like is this classiness. You know what I mean? If a man gives you a compliment, just say thank you. Don't be nasty to the point of saying nothing. You know what I mean? That shows us not only is it disrespectful, but it gives a tone where, all right, we know you pretty and we know you pretty, but you're not going to meet an official nigga like that. Because I know if I had said, well, fuck you, stinking hoe, she would have responded to that. you know, it costs nothing to be nice. You know what I mean? And you know, as a single, if a man was single, that would crush him. Because then the guys would be like, well, damn, this is why they can't. That's why niggas will talk to you through a DM and like a button. That's easy. But approaching a woman one-on-one and being able to deal with that, you're not a woman, so your rejection is entirely different. Your rejection is a man fucking another woman. You know what I mean? But a rejection for a man is the worst thing. And I feel that, but me, it wasn't more of a rejection. It was more of a dishonor. You know, you got to know the difference to be nice. You know what I mean? The biggest flex to a man right now is a nice person. And we don't mean nice in the sense of you being weak. We mean nice in the sense of, number one, you don't know if a nigga was going to pay your bill, whether he was or not. How do you meet any genuine person and you don't know the difference between a man or a fucking bum? Like, I can speak for all men. I'm telling you, niggas hate that shit. And if y'all trying to win a man's heart, let me tell you what goes far with a man. This is for all niggas. This ain't about the bum. Every man loves a treat, right? Treat for us. Everybody loves a treat, but a man loves a treat because there's this terrible impression that they're giving y'all in this movement, and they want you to be thotty. They want you to do this. They want you to do that. You know what I'm saying? Look at Andrea. She says, I'm a lesbian and I'm used to rejection, but women love attention and that boosts my confidence. Lesbians, this is the thing, and I want to bring this up. I think every man, what we all need, the best wingman right now, and I probably slipped this in, and I ain't just saying that because Andrea's officially my homie, right? The best thing a man, let me tell you what your brothers got to do. I don't care if it's black. I don't care if it's Hispanic. Stop looking for the Maybelline, B. Get a stud. I'm going to tell you why you get a stud. Studs, a straight man and a stud make the best team in the world. They do. Because they teach each other as they go along. There's no competition. You know what I mean? If a stud, if I meet a woman and the stud bagged it, it clearly wasn't meant for me. And if I bagged it, the stud ain't tripping. But it's the best of both worlds. We can't hang with flaming niggas. And flaming niggas could bag some bitches, you know what I mean? I mean, you could hang with a flaming nigga on some old, you knew the nigga from your hood and the chick passed by, he would have been able to bag that and probably had it in a conversation. Because women are intimidated from flaming niggas. But women are also intimidated by studs. They are. You know what I mean? There's a side of studs that they're relatable, but for whatever stud intimidates a woman, I feel the feminine man could bag it up. Nobody's afraid of him, except men, you know what I mean? But women, they are intimidated from him on the highest respect, right? So if you knew a homie, we knew this nigga named Faggot Donald. We used to call him Faggot Donald, no disrespect, but that's how we did all growing up. He passed away, but I remember we was at the ferry one day, and this nigga Donald, me and my pops was putting, just back in the day before 9/11, because we used to put the cars on the ferry. And this nigga Donald was basically riding a motorcycle with his shirt off, tight shorts and shit. He was that nigga, like, but he was gay. We loved him though, but one thing about him, they pull up on anybody, especially a woman. Because flaming niggas, people are intimidated by them, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like with a man may not be as comfortable chilling with a feminine nigga on some, you know, hanging out. I could see that. But a stud, you could hang with her. You know what I mean? And not look gay. You know what I mean? And be comfortable because y'all share the same interests and she's a woman. So if you know, somebody could cover the corner. So the straight man's gonna cover a corner. The lesbian, no lipsticks though. Lipsticks, they don't count in this. No disrespect. But I'm talking about as far as an aggressiveness or a male figure, you got the man, you got the feminine man, and you got the stud. So niggas, y'all gotta start getting connected with a stud. Get a stud to hang out with. I'm trying to tell you. You will never regret it. This is the time to really get that together because they're very smart. Gays are very, very, very intelligent, and you learn a lot of things. You know what I mean? But I think now I think studs need to start realizing that you like to look like a man. You know what I mean? You like to look masculine, and you know what other better way to be around a masculine man, right? A man, right? So, you know, well, when I say masculine, we talk about rough and tough. So, if Andrea was with me today, she could have turned that into something because she's a woman. You know what I mean? But the way the woman was, I learned something. I mean, me and the dude, and this one brother said something deep today. My man, the other partner there, bro, he's cool. I've been knowing him the same time. He said, you know what's funny? We are the only race that appreciates a woman. Now, mind you, now I know, hold on, give me a chance. Yeah. Hold on. Give me a chance. Hold on. Listen. Like, this is what he was breaking down. He said, and I quote, we are the only race of men that approach a woman. And that is so true. We are the only race of men. You know, Hispanic men too, you know what I mean? But they niggas. But you don't see white men approaching a woman, and you know, a man would be like, a man will let a woman know you look good. So I feel that with women, they're very impressionable from men as they are a woman. We're not impressionable as men unless it's more of a thing we do. Like I know I gotta be easy on certain niggas that look up to me, right? Because they may have a motive like, yo, bro, you give me a motive, you know, I look up to you, and then you got a part in that, right? But what I've learned with us as men, that's very true. We are the only race that lets a woman know how beautiful you are. So to me, right, when it came to the sister, she knew she was gonna get that attention because she had the short little skirt on, legs looking nice, all the above, but she didn't have a work shoe. She had she was coming from her. She did look a little lost, but she's frustrated. She's tired. Because whether she's pretty or the ugly bitch, one thing they both share in common, they know what a no good nigga is. Right? They both know it is. Even more so the pretty one because she probably met these same guys from being nice. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. But what I want to tell you is be very careful with that. I understand. Well, Nate, what if we say thank you and then the nigga don't want to, then he wants to live with you? And I get that. Like, now he don't want to let you go. Right. But you got to know the difference of a stick and move when a person says what they say. And I get it. We say something to you, you say thank you, and then we going to want to go over the conversation. Can I have your number? And she don't want to be bothered. Well, then deal with that bridge when you cross it. You know what I'm saying? I think it's important. So my word of advice, I'm going to slip in before I get into everything is here. A treat, you know, and I'm going to say this with all due respect, you know what I mean? The one thing I will give all these women, this is why it was such a hard time when it came to the Green Vegan and Laura. These women treated me really, 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 really good, just across the board. They're beautiful women from two different, you know what I mean, parts of the world, but parts of the states, but they treated me well, and a treat don't necessarily mean no extra crazy hanky panky shit. It's just simple little things. So when you and this is just to bring that up because when we went through our little situation here about a month ago, one brother asked about it because he didn't even realize that this happened, but I don't want to take away from that, and I think that impression is forever. Now, this is where it becomes a problem. Me and Green Vegan got our issues and now we don't, you know what I mean? Now the next person may not be as lucky. He may not get the benefits of any of those things right now because I treated this person this way and now, you know what I mean, I'm not going to make that mistake again. So I totally understand that. But you also have to understand that one person don't got nothing to do with who you are. You should never let that determine you. Don't take that away, because that creates bitterness. You understand where I'm coming from? You don't want to be salty because you had a situation with one individual. That individual you got a problem with, that's a problem that y'all got to work out. Not to say so you could treat that person more, but so that person could know the difference of your value. You know, me as an individual, I hate when I go through things with people, especially people that you learned and you let them into your life. I hate it. You know, but I as a man, I'm not going to be like most of these guys or some of these guys where it's like, fuck that, now the next woman, she got to walk the plank and all this. No, it's an individual thing. And I'm going to take the accountability to say this and start this off by, first and foremost, this is not a drag to black women. I'm not telling you to go out here and create this narrative to build a man up and he don't deserve it. I mean, but if a man's deserving of the treat, you should treat him. But you can't deserve it because you fuck with the nigga, you know, but the nigga fucks with you. You know what I mean? You got to know a difference of what, do you just do this for anybody, or I put in a lot of work here too. This is the B mindset. I'm the B mindset. So when you represent the B mindset, I don't care if it's Andrea, and I don't care if it's Shimmy. These individuals, I touch their hearts as well. I can't downplay that. I know I play a big part in that. You know what I'm saying? So if you know you play a big part in a person, you're gonna respect them forever. And I don't think people understand how important it is to say these two words. I don't think people understand how important it is to say these two words. I'm sorry. Apology accepted. I don't think people know how to accept an apology because you fear getting hurt. Well, you're only going to fear because you're not healed. We have to go through a healing process. Whatever I may feel about a person, for me, the green vegan, I didn't like what happened here with her and Laura, for example, right? Because I know these two individuals are special to me. So I don't want to put a trip together and we're on a resort and there's tension. So we have to build this deep love for each other here, right? So when I don't see that, that's traumatizing to me because I grew up with that. You know what I mean? Father side of the family was all fucked up and everybody arguing, bitching. But me, when time goes on, I don't know what it is. I get very weak as the time kicks in. Like, it's sort of like, you ever smell a house that's on fire and you smell the fire? How many of y'all seen a big house fire on the block and you smell the fire for days and then, you know what I mean? Then after a while, it kind of fades away and it gets weaker and weaker. Then they tear the house down and rebuild, or maybe they just don't rebuild. But life goes on. I don't think people really realize that. I got to use these things. I'm freestyling, right? So when I'm on Boston Road and I see the young chick, you know, the busted chick that's going through her changes, because somebody cracked a mirror in the store, and then the pretty one that's not receptive to somebody telling you have a nice day, you're looking beautiful, whatever. They haven't healed. So they think everybody's out to attack them. They close out, you block a person, very immature, but I understand, right? But we say mean things to each other. Some things you may not be as mean to me because I'm like, well, shit, I didn't say this, you know, but it don't matter what you said. You hurt a person, you know what I'm saying? There have been times when Laura has heard certain lives and she has, you know what I mean? She may have gotten offended by something that I said, and she's entitled to that. Shout out to Lonnie. What up, baby boo? She's entitled to that. because she has a bond with me, right? So that bond, when I do these videos, it don't hit me the same way it hits y'all. Because once it goes into the archive and I drive home, it doesn't lose its intensity, but it's kind of like releasing your endorphins. Like, I'm not going to feel the same way 24 hours from now. It's just, I'm kind of onto the second situation. But yet, I don't know. I may have done a live stream for somebody here that may hurt you. Me and Green Vegan's situation, I use this as a good example because it's good for this masterclass here. Our issue stemmed from here. Not through the backside of things, but through this stream, because she was a big fan of listening to these streams. So that was my gift. Her treat was hearing a good Ask Nathaniel stream. My treat was getting the things that in return, little things like, wow, you know what I mean? What you put in, you get back. So anything is good. Andrea Fort, incredible, is a great example. You know what I'm saying? Andrea came here and treated my whole family. Now, again, I'm not saying Green Vegan and Laura didn't do this. They did theirs in their own way. Laura's thing is totally separate with my family, how she did with my daughter. Green Vegan's things with my daughter. Andrea had the ability of meeting my wife and daughter in person. You understand where I'm coming from? So everybody has a different ladder that they get up to. There may have been videos where Andrea may hate me talking about the gay community. Some stuff good, some stuff bad, but I know one way or another, my streams impact her in the most positive way. All of them. But I'm going to say this before I start off with any live stream. If there's anybody I ever offended, if any group of people, black man, you know what I'm saying, young black brothers, the shithole, the bum nigga, you know what I'm saying? If you've been listening to me, you should take that effectively, constructively. You know what I mean? Because if you take it personally, you're going to miss the message. You know what I mean? All three of these women here I hold in a very different form. Whether we're speaking, whether we speak every day, whatever the situation is, they still mean a lot to me because whatever they taught me, I'm still going to apply it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to wait for a person to die and then use all their words of wisdom, because that's where it really counts, right? I want to be able to say the things they taught me when they're here. So I say all this to say, if there's anybody I ever offended, I am very sorry. I want you to see this in the deepest form, and I want you to learn how to accept my apology. You understand? Because I'm human. You know, there was a great song, I'm Only Human, Born to Make Mistakes. We make mistakes. We have to understand this. Even on the level of this, my sense of humor may hurt your feelings. Some of my videos that people have said to me, Nate, you mad funny. And there have been probably people that got really, you know what I mean, fucked up over me going off of somebody, right? But you can't take it personal. Take it constructively. Because if you take it personal, you're never going to take heed to anything I told you. It's almost like somebody that got something personal and they say something good. I don't fuck with him. So you're not going to even listen to the message of what a person told you because you took it personal. In our community, as the black community, we are traumatized. All of us, because nobody's healing. Nobody's healing. Some of y'all are turning your non-healing abilities into success. You know, Glorilla lost family. Meg Thee Stallion got on and the baby when their parents died, right? Like, so that's a gift. right? But if you look at it traumatizing, like, wow, if I could have all this success and my mother be here, yeah, but that's what your mother, that's why your mother's not here. Because maybe you wouldn't have had that success if she was here. You understand where I'm coming from? So you have to not take that personally, because if you take it personally, you'll never believe in God anymore. My wife never been around a religious wife like mine. She never been around a lesbian woman that was with her girlfriend and we broke bread together. We broke bread together. You know what I'm saying? I broke bread together with Green Vegan. I broke bread together with Laura, and I broke bread together with Andrea. 3 different levels. We may have broke bread in a car. We may have broke bread in a restaurant. This one broke bread in a restaurant, or my favorite restaurant in the family. So that's a treat, because you treated me. You know what I mean? You took the time and treated me. You listened to my live stream enough that when most people could take things personal, you took it constructively and gave me a treat. Rather than flush all that shit in the toilet and we built all this together. Come on, man. So when y'all asking, wait, now how we gonna get together? Now we just gonna do it now. Because now I feel I don't want to waste any more time of handling this through WhatsApps, conversations. Andrea's been listening to me for 5 years. That's 3 years with this B Mindset third channel and 2 years with the one that got canceled when I had the naked woman up there by accident. She wasn't part of Accident Daniel, but 5 years is she learned the B Mindset. So what y'all got to understand, when you see the people that get kicked out when it comes to, let's just say, Wife School Podcasts or Lipstick Vibes, these women don't hold no weight. They haven't gotten to the level where they treated me. There was nothing that I can see that happened to me where my constructive love or criticism was put out and there was something personal that I received and it went to my heart. You make a gift for my kid, forget it. I love you forever, even when you're angry with me. Andrea, you know what I mean? She ain't no broke chick, you know what I mean? I seen this chick literally like, yo, where y'all at? Like, what does your wife drink? What kind of champagne she like? We at the table. Hell, where you at, Brick, bro? And I came in, man, and people looking at us because, you know what I mean? It's a very trendy restaurant. And they looking, it was just because it was the lovers in the air, man, and everybody wants that. So I'm going to teach people how to understand how effective it is for a person to say, pardon me, hello, good night, you look nice, have a good day, I'm sorry, I apologize. All of these things that we have to learn how to receive it. I drag brothers because I care. I don't hate black men. I hate what they're doing. I don't like when I see two pretty sisters going to war like that. That's some jigaboo shit. I hate to see pretty bitches going, like, to me, that's worse than two monsters. Because the two ugly bitches, I already know. If I see one ugly bitch, I know who's under there. There's probably a pretty woman under there beating the fuck out of her because she's beating her up, right? But when I see two gorgeous, it's like, what are you doing? Let me give this gift. Like, run with the gift that I'm giving you that's going to run for a lifetime. Whether I'm here or not, this information, if you take it constructively, you'll never fail with a man ever. Ever. All right, click the like button, click it, okay? Don't hold it back. Men, now that they learning, if a man's taking it constructively, he's never gonna take it personally. He takes it personal. Oh, he drags black men. He ain't listening to nothing that's happening. he gonna stay bitter. But a man's like, you know what, Nate, good. I appreciate you saying this, brother. He's taking it constructively. When you build a building, nigga, you gotta think on a constructive mind. You can't think on a personal mind and ain't gonna. You can't just build a building on sand, my nigga, because the sand is. I played in the sand as a kid. That's cool, but we can't build a house on this shit. We can't build nothing here, nigga. This is wetland. You could play in this shit. You could play in the sandbox, but we can't build a house. I know this has a lot to do with your childhood, all of the above. Let me handle this constructively, because now we got to get engineers in here and put a real foundation here. Because now constructive is a bit. Put your feelings aside. You can't fight pain with pain. So I'd rather a person hear me say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Green Vegan. I'm sorry, Laura. And I'm sorry, Andrea, if I ever said things to you, about you, or representing or dismantling your character because maybe you have a certain lifestyle that I mentioned something, whether it was your hair, I don't know. But I'd rather you have that than the last thing you hear me say, fuck you, bitch. You know, it's sad to me when I could look at a beautiful woman and say, if you called her a bitch, you get a buzz. That's pretty sad that I gotta say that knowing that that's gonna be the response. I'd rather that woman think about it, because maybe she could trip one day and realize that it's never gonna work. You gotta be a better judge of character, but you can't be a better judge of character if you're taking everything personally. You have to take it constructively. You gotta know your character. I'm a grown woman. I know the difference between a man and a bum. And when I say bum, I don't mean a homeless person. A homeless person could genuinely give you a great compliment. But you also got to know if that homeless person is going to follow you home and beat you with a stick. It costs nothing to say thank you. You build character by knowing the difference. I could look at certain things. When we was out there with all them kids and my daughter and few parents, sprinkle parents, but we was doing a little, the parents, some of the parents came on a trip. I got to watch the crazy persons. I got to watch, we're on the boat. We got to watch, God forbid, one of these crazy niggas grab the kid and put in the water. All types of wild. You're on extra security on top of the security around us. Cops, undercover cops. We're walking downtown Manhattan. We know what happened here 25, 26 years ago. So knowing that, the World Trade Center, this is all traumatic. Niggas don't trust nobody. We see the internet, everybody pushing people in the subways and shit like that. But we also got to know the difference, that there's a lot of good people out here. And there's a lot of good people going through a lot of problems, and they just don't know how to navigate and talk about it. That's why when I meet men, one dude was showing me all this business, like, yo, bro, I got Toro. He showed me how much money they make. Like, I don't mean to brag, but not even bragging. He just wanted to share. I seen this one dude on the elevator today, young brother. He had his little dirty locks, whatever, but he holding his damn, a whole bunch of packages from Amazon. And I'm like, yo, what's going on? How you doing, man? He said, man, just trying to be good, bro, trying to eat right. So he's probably looking at me as some type of hero for whatever impression. And I'm like, well, listen, we almost there, you know what I mean? Make sure you eating this, your blueberries, your oatmeal, whatever I did, he wanted to hear that. So, as a man, if you're trying to take it constructively, you have an impression on young men. But if you take it personally, you're going to hate them. You're going to hate everybody. Even when I say I don't like a lot of younger people, I don't like their ways. But if there's people that I have offended, because I know I could be harsh and shit could come off, but you can't take it personal when you're dealing with me. You can't allow people on the outside to tell you who I am. Green Vegan, Laura, Andrea, they're at a level now where they've been in my house. One of them. They can't just come, you know what I mean? I'm involved in a few places that I sleep, right? But you can't put me in a position where you've been around where I sleep, to throw that all in the garbage because you had an outsider tell you who I am. And then expect, and this is some of y'all family members listening to me, and then expect us to come to a common ground. There's no common ground with no accountability. Because with no accountability, right, we can't be at peace. You can't just break bread with me because we family and, yo, we just gonna deal with this because we family. No, nigga, we gotta deal with the problem that got us here. You have an outsider come and tell you who I am because we had a fight? Come on. Kids are more intelligent and more stronger than that. You ever see kids have a fight? They'll have a fight in the schoolyard and then they're playing again. But when you see old folks have a fight in that schoolyard, that shit is done forever. Older folks are in their bag with more things because y'all don't want to admit this, but I want to tell you this. A very important actor in my life said this, and it was funny how another actor took it too, but Clint Eastwood said, never let the old man in. I'm older, nigga. I'm not old. But I know I'm a lot of old folks because old folks have their set ways. That's when you know you old, where you don't bend over for nothing, even when it's bullshit. So some people think that's a quality. No, nigga, that's a horrible quality. You want to have a younger quality where you get over shit. You forget about dumb shit. You forget that you and this person had a fight and y'all move on, rather than now you're 40 years old and you didn't forget when a nigga stole your lunch money. You know what I mean? This is why I don't like being around a lot of older people, because a lot of older people take everything personal. My mother, there's a picture right here. I want to read this, right? The key to success is playing the hand. Hold on. Playing the hand that you're dealt with like it was the hand. Hold on. Like the hand you wanted, right? Anybody that been in the studio, Andrea been here, Green Vegan been here, and Laura been here. All right? Laura and V been here multiple times, a couple, you know what I mean? More than one time. That physical photo, that physical picture is still on the floor. I haven't even hung it up yet. I don't play cards, but life is like cards, right? When you dealt with a situation, that's your reality, okay? You could fuck the game up, you could cheat, you could do whatever. Either way, it's gonna show. There's no getting around that. Excuse me. As an individual, the one thing that I see in this society, y'all don't get over shit, and that's a problem. People sometimes grab themselves by believing, yo, I don't get over shit, as if that's a flex. No, that's bad business, because you're going to track that. All your personal issues that you have, you're never going to be able to take anything constructively. So you can't even receive a gift when it's given to you. You won't even know a treat when it's given to you, because you're going to question, what did you deserve? I know when a treat comes to me, why it's given to me. All right? I don't care if I got $1,000 in my pocket. If a woman could call me up and say, what you doing, Nate? Let me treat you to a lunch or a brunch. It's that principle. Any man, that I don't give a fuck if the nigga's rich or poor, that shit will go far, okay? Right now, a lot of sisters believe, and let me throw this in there real quick, I want my bills paid, a nigga gotta come. Listen to me. All those women preaching that shit, you know what I mean, on social media, on a rap tip, believe me when I tell you, they're very terribly single. Don't listen to that shit. That money half and half bullshit. Who pays this and pays that? It does not work in the black community. It doesn't work. And it doesn't work because that's a thing that goes on with non-black women, unfortunately. You know what I mean? Like, if you happen to have a man and he does all these great things, you're better off just being quiet, because what ends up happening is that you put in this false narrative to all these women and you're setting them up for failure. Deal with your problems. Learn how to sit down with a person and let them know how important accountability is to you. You don't want a person give you accountability and then you still don't you're angry because you still taking it personal, because you can't even say, you can't even receive "I'm sorry." You can't even receive "I was wrong." You know what I mean? You got to be able to look past that. I say all this to say, and I use these great examples of people that are here, they're members, they're supporters, they're whatever. They support me and I love you all. This Kevin Hart shit, please do me a favor. Black women, I understand. I know it's traumatic, but you got to do yourself a favor. Kevin Hart is not your problem. The man that told the joke, he's not your problem. Let me break something down to you, what you're doing right now. You're trying to put, it's bad enough we got two comedians left. You are on the path to destroying comedy, okay? The Wayans brothers got a movie coming out in a few days, next week. And it's like Scary Movie 6, 7, whatever the number is, 5. You got to understand, taking things personal when the things that you should take personal, you're not taking personal. You're not even taking it constructively. But the stuff that you should take constructively, you're taking personal. There's a malfunction there. You have stand-up comedy, you have comedy, and you have roast. Stand-up comedy, niggas love. Red Fox got into the game. Flip Wilson kind of created itself in the 60s, to be fair. And it kind of went from 1965 to maybe 2005. It's pretty much dead. Comedy movies, I pretty much probably died in 2005. Black comedy, it's nothing really funny anymore. But there still are some comedians that's really trying. Comedy roast are not for black folks. You have to understand, man, that shithole Donald Trump sat in the most brutal roast. Because white people, that's their shit. They do comedy roast. You gotta be Snoop Dogg. You ever see Snoop Dogg and Donald Trump shit? These niggas are relentless. That's why Snoop is getting that white money. That's why Kevin Hart gets that white money. The white man put these niggas on because these motherfuckers are not the typical black blood that can't take a joke. Nobody should apologize for a fucking joke. Right? No one. It's a joke. You ever get on somebody, you say, yo, I'm joking with you. And we're black folks, don't joke like that. Now, we know there's some things you don't cross. George Floyd, black people, you have nothing to even do with no black empowerment from that. Nothing. You're not leading the black movement. The white man owns that. What's the name of the black movement? the white-owned black movement. You don't even own BET anymore. I want to understand, when George Floyd got choked out, And there were people that said some real harsh things. And even then, they tell you, sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me. And I get it. This is a sensitive world. Black folks are more sensitive than anybody. Who the fuck invited y'all to go to a roast anyway? In order to do a roast, you gotta have some white boy. You gotta be like a black white boy or a white black girl. Comedians, on the other hand, they could deal with that shit. If you ever see any comedians, local comedians, we have a lot of them here that y'all probably heard of for years, and they never made it because they took things personal. You can't take a joke personal, nigga. That's why it's called a joke. You want to cancel Kevin Hart? You don't have the ability to cancel Kevin Hart because all you did in this roast, you made him more famous. Too much publicity. There has never been an entertainer that has got blacklisted at a roast. Look it up. Why don't you take that power and get that shithole out the White House? Get him out of the fuck out. Shout out to R2. I don't want to say it like you taking a joke personally. You don't fucking know George Floyd's family. Did you get any of that money that the millions and millions of dollars his family was rewarded to? I don't see them saying shit. You got to think on the level of Drewski. I'm not even a fan of Drewski. He joked on that white woman and her husband, and we was in defense like, yo, the fuck? It's a joke. But now a person on Kevin Hart's show, and now he got to explain to you niggas, I wouldn't have said shit. Fuck him. You know what it is? Because he's in fear of the black people turning on him. They already did. Why didn't you abolish that movie that came out in 2004 called Soul Plane? What happened to that? That was black coonery. How is he a coon? Why don't you press that fucking Donald Trump with all that coon shit? Nobody invited you. Why don't you just watch Nemesis? Stop watching. Roast are not for you. Don't even fuck. We already ruined comedy. What's gonna happen now is when this Shawn Wayans movie comes out, watch what happens. They say they remove 18 jokes. People can't even joke anymore. This is what I think Kevin Hart should do just to shut you the fuck up. This is what I would have did. For peace sake, I would have just said, right? One side of me, fuck you, I wouldn't have said nothing. But for peace sake, he should have said, I'm sorry if y'all took it that way. That's it. You know, sometimes apologizing to a person, you give them the last word. It's kind of like the last meal. You know when that person wants the last, what are you going to get deep with it? But the last meal before a person gets executed, they have a request. And that last meal is always going to be there. Yo, what was Uncle's last meal before they, you know, it's a bad example, but, well, he wanted a burger and fries from McDonald's. Some of y'all had the last meal that y'all gave to a family member. He just wanted some Wendy's. I had a family member, all he wanted was an orange drink from Wendy's, some chicken nuggets, and fries. I'm going to remember that for the rest of my life. That's something good to remember. I think it's important for a person to put out an apology because the people need it. People need to hear a mode of accountability. Hey, all the things he was saying in there, I never told the joke. I wouldn't have told a joke like that. When y'all saying it like it was me, he's already taken responsibility by trying to talk to you niggas. The problem with you niggas is that you're so fucked up in your own life because you haven't healed shit. Some of y'all never gonna heal because you took it personal. Some of y'all probably lost parents and you blame God. You're never going to heal because you took it personal. Some of y'all preach God, but you still take things personal because you took it personal. I didn't take the George Floyd joke personal. I didn't take when Chad the Builder was running around calling niggas niggas. And he wasn't joking. But a comedian to be at a celebrity roast with a whole bunch of other comedians and y'all niggas is tripping. And black women, number one, do me a favor. Are you for the black men or are you against them? Make up your fucking mind, man. Okay, make up your mind. Make up your mind, black women. God damn. Now again, see, this is something somebody would, I'm not listening because he turned on. You see what I mean? You can't make everybody happy. But I'll tell you one goddamn thing. You're not going to tell me how to fucking do here in my home. Black man drag you. Jamie Foxx marries white bitches. He comes out with a hit movie. Y'all gonna support it. R. Kelly was sleeping with fucking little kids, sucking their pussies and all that. You seen it. You supported him. You support Diddy when he goes to that Latin bitch. And then your crazy fucking ass comes up here later. We're gonna drag fucking goddamn Kevin Hart. He hasn't healed with a lot of shit, so he's going to speak to you. But if he was healed, he would have just told y'all, listen, when a person's healed, they know how to deal with the room. They know how to read it. Just give them an apology, man. They'll get over it. There's going to be another news, and it's just going to, it happens all the time. Y'all going to forget about it. Did y'all forget yet that when Diddy was beating the shit out of fucking Cassie? Are we even caring about Diddy even being in jail, nigga? Don't you realize he's coming home next year? So you got to make up your mind, black woman. Oh, he wasn't accountable. Yeah, he was. He got up there and spoke on it, because if he never spoke on it, you would have said he wasn't being accountable. Now the nigga speaks. The only thing he fucked up was he explaining shit to y'all. You can't explain nothing to anybody. Write this down. You can't explain nothing to anybody when they take it personal. It's even hard to tell somebody sorry. They're not going to look at the constructive and say, you know what? I see why you were angry. I see why you got mad. I'm close enough to you to know you. Let me switch gears a little bit. Family, friends, if you're listening, especially family, you know, because a lot of y'all family, you're not really family. You're not. All the good family we had that I had in my life, most of them are dead. Now we're stuck here with this shit. Now, clearly there's a very small amount that's not part of what I'm saying here, but again, most of y'all that's left, all the garbage is left, because y'all gonna take shit personally. Now, I get it. If somebody raped you or did some crazy shit, as you get older, that's going to get worse. I get that. But I still feel that a person, if they did something wrong to you, number one, you should call them out, and they owe you an apology. My man's mother left him at the age of 12 years old and to smoke crack and never turned. Well, she turned her back on him, her kids. He's still in pain. You know why he's still in pain? Not because he told me he's in pain, because I asked him, I said, did your mother ever give you an apology? He said, no, but I don't need one. Yeah, well, she never gave an apology. He clearly is in pain. Okay? And that pain is personal pain. Whether she's here or not, it's going to always destroy him. The mother has to give her accountability. She has to be accountable for her actions. She owes him that. So God forbid she leaves this earth, he can always say, at least she apologized. And as he's dealing with me, he can learn to take things more constructively than personal. I'm not giving no more rhythm Well, after I play this video, I'm not giving no more rhythm to this Kevin shit. You should take your shit on the Kevin Samuels. Drag that motherfucker. Drag the one that set you up for failure, because since he been dead, it has gotten worse for you. You still can't get a fucking boyfriend. You can't get a decent nigga. You can't get shit. So now you have nothing to do now than to tell them we need to march. March on something different. This is not strong enough. Okay? Too many Jews is behind Kevin Hart. All right? You can't cancel him. So let go. Not fucking happening. The only person that could cancel anybody in entertainment are Jews. All right? Stop it. All right? I don't know anybody y'all fucking canceled yet. Who did you cancel? Who cancel? No, seriously. I'm asking black people, who did y'all cancel? Who'd you cancel in Hollywood? There's only two groups that run Hollywood, and that's gays and Jews. You can't cancel no fucking body. Who could you cancel? Who? Right, R2, I'm asking, who did black people cancel? Who? You may killed the nigga, you killed Malcolm X. Let me explain something to you about canceling somebody. You can't cancel no one that's effective. A joke is a joke. So that means nobody could cancel nobody for a fucking joke. That's your feeling. That's some personal shit. With Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, they were assassinated. Their word lives on forever. It's like a family member you didn't listen to, and then when they die, you're gonna remember all their wisdom. That's just how it works. So I want to understand. I want to ask this question. I know you like to see people suffer. I know trauma is you want to see if people do bad, or we'll see what they are without me. I mean, if that's the case, I want to understand, how could you cancel me? You can kill me, but you can't take my soul. You know, my soul will fucking live on forever. Okay, some of y'all niggas gave your soul to the devil. I never did and never will. Anybody that put God first, you can't remove their soul, right? So if there's a family member that has a problem with me, and I'm telling you to your fucking face because you know who you are, pussy hole, and you're a woman and your fucking bum ass boyfriend or husband or whatever it is fucked your life up, I don't got nothing to do with that. You, okay, don't take nothing personal from me. I'm going to take, because I took it constructively that you got a fucking loser with you and you ain't shit because you're with a fucking bum. You're a single mother and you still got a fucking boyfriend in the house. That's terrible. Bum. So if there's an issue that you have with me, it's because you taking it personal because your shit's fucked up. You didn't listen to nothing to me constructively. That's why you're taking it personal. You're trying to use me for your failures. But I got news for you. Why don't you be accountable and say, you know, I'm sorry. Everything you said was true, and I felt like a failure, and that's why I dragged you into my problems. Why don't you look in my face and say, you know what, all along I was jealous of your life. Give me some accountability so I can forgive you. Because I can't forgive a motherfucker that I can't forgive you because I can't forget that. You're not going to come into a cipher with me and you turned your back. Now this goes to a certain man in the family. And now you turn your fucking back because you're a bitch? This goes to the friend. You had your fellow friends, because they watched me on a live stream, which they're watching now to see if I'm talking about you, turn you away because they want to add they ad libs. Them fucking losers that you got with you went and told you that. I would never tell anybody that I loved and cared for somebody was talking about them badly. We mixing this all up right now like souffle. If you had a problem with me and individuals are taking a video or a stream and they're sending it to you because he's talking about you, what happens when they talk about the good stuff? Like when I apologize, did they fucking send that to you? No, because they're not friends. I can constructively say that I've learned that from watching you. Those are not fucking friends. That's why you're still stuck. You could give all the pussy away, suck all the dicks you want. You're never going to keep nobody like that. I promise you that. You're not. Because as a man, we get bored very quickly, especially when there's no substance. We got some pussy, first 2-3 times with it. I want something new. You have nothing to share. But if you were giving treats and showing the mode of appreciation, take that forever. That's a word of advice. Don't let the outsider ever come in. Never! I don't care if it's your baby's mother, your baby's father. I don't give a fuck if it's your brother. They're an outsider. I'm a prophet. The devil doesn't like me. You think I care if your fucking baby's mother doesn't? I don't give a fuck. No accountability. I can't fuck with you. There's nothing there. Your woman has a problem with me. I don't know her. Has she been in my house with my family? She met my mother? The real in the real crib. Now I'm about to use last names in the family crib. You sat down there and broke bread on a very important holiday, and your bitch said what? I don't think it's her. I think it's you. What did you tell her? Because she don't know me. What did she do? She watching YouTube streams? You can't go by that, nigga. You been around me. I've been the B mindset all my life. You knew my dad. You know him. You know my family. But the thing is, I challenged you to do something that you can't do. You can't check her because nobody's going to take you seriously, not even me. Because you're not a man. See, my woman could never come to me and tell me about somebody else and hold a mirror with that. Because I'm in control. Okay? See, your woman is the type of woman that'll jam you up. She'll go tell you anything. Oh, Nathaniel tried to fuck me. You're going to believe it. My woman's different. She know right now if a nigga try to fuck with her, she like, I'm not gonna go tell this nigga because he'll fuck around and go to jail. Because he gonna kill him. So let me handle this shit in my... See, that's the difference between a lady and a fucking woman. You stuck your dick in somebody else's wife, made a baby, and now you want everybody to come and be, hockey dory, let's all get together as family. No, it don't work like that, buddy. You turned your back. Keep that same fucking energy. Oh, no, we're not family. That's not family. Because family's accountable. Family, the OGs that's all in the grave right now, they were all accountable back then. That's why they're gone. We're left with all the fucking garbage. You. Well, your woman tells you who I am. Who raised you? You gonna listen to her? You could have had a baby, nigga, you could have had a baby with anybody. There's tons of beautiful women out here, man, that would have took that child and made a better mother. They would have never had you in harm's way. They would encourage you, don't do that. That's not right. That's your brother. That's your father. That's your uncle. No. Now shit got real. Now you got that expensive little life called life. It's expensive as a motherfucker. And you have no idea. We're gonna forget all that? No. I only forget. When I forget, it's forgiven. I forget bullshit, so I forgive that. I don't forget when a motherfucker's not accountable for their actions. we could all talk. What are we going to talk about? I don't know her. You need to check that situation. Why don't you come and say, I fucked up. I was the one that did bedroom talking and told her the bullshit because I was in my feelings. I took it personal. And then I could say, you know what, man? I forgive you. Because I know your character. I know you're soft. At least you're honest. Not the fact that you apologize, the fact that I know you're soft. A woman could only be, you can't have a woman running her mouth and she's with a strong man. It's impossible. A woman like that that's running her mouth is going to be with a weak man. I know you're weak. So how does she have the problem? Because of you. Oh, green vegan. Oh, we flipping this around. So let's go. The green vegan. Oh, the problems. Yeah, we use this as some real serious shit because the green vegan was up here trolling the motherfucking goddamn chat daily. I couldn't tell her nothing because she ain't gonna be able to handle it. Especially me. I'm too real. They call it harsh. Constructively, they're gonna say real. Personally, they're gonna call me harsh. Then I gave her the business and all of a sudden she angry. Oh, you said some stuff in there about her weave. Well, whoa, really? You took it personal. Now you got your family and friends that listen to me because they're listening. Because their lives are all fucked up. That fucking bum ass friend of yours with 2 teeth in his mouth, fucking bum. What kind of bitch does he got? She's in control because she knows he's a bum ass nigga. Either the bum nigga or she gonna have a fucking a henpack male. He's a henpack. He ran to you. Where is the man? Men don't run to bitches. If I see my sister's boyfriend fucking another guy, sucking another man's dick, I would never tell my sister that. Number one, she ain't gonna believe me. Number two, what man does that? She'll find out. Because all a woman gonna do, you tell her that, she gonna, well, I'm here with him now. You seen him sucking some man's dick in the car? Tell him, throw me under the fucking bus. No, sir. That nigga could be in a mall with 10 babies that I know they ain't my nephews or nieces. None of my motherfucking business. That's the problem. Swing it over this way. You want to sit down and talk now because you got something. Oh, now I got something to be part of. Yo, you got nothing to be part of me, nigga. Your money ain't even long enough to fuck with me. That's number one. And I don't even talk like that, but you know better. You work harder, nigga. I work smarter. You got to go out here and bust your ass. I don't. I use my fucking brain. You got to beat your body up. I don't. By the time you my age, nigga, you going to have no back. You going to be on a cane. Your own father didn't want you. I stood up there. He didn't want himself. So his bitch is on his motherfucking back. Again, this is great topics to discuss during a masterclass. Where is the accountability? You can't give accountability. I know you're weak. I know your father's weak. I know they bitches is in control. Why don't you be accountable then? And say, man, I fucked up. I failed. I turned my back on you, big bro. I was wrong. And I could say, you know what, man? Come here, man. I still love you. Because I accepted you when you were weak. When all my ex-girlfriends thought you were retarded and something was wrong with you and said something is wrong with that boy. And I fucking went in and said, no, ain't nothing wrong with him. I knew it, but I fucking still protected you. And now your bitch wants to break up all you got left, nigga. I'm all you got. Be accountable. I know Laura goes through her changes every now and then. I know what she's dealing with. Pretty fine brown bitch like that. Same situation with that pretty motherfucking yellow bitch that was on fucking Boston Road today. She's not going to be a year deep into the B mindset. After that year, she's going to fucking be MIA. I get it. I don't want to hear a story. I want to say, you know what, Nate? I was wrong. I was going through some changes. I said, sister, you ain't got to explain one more time. But thank you for being accountable. You are forgiven. See, the way y'all walking out here, y'all trying to cover shit up. You get on the microphone, let's concentrate on the doctor not having her doctor's degree. Do you know what a fucking doctor degree is, dummy? Don't you know some of the best doctors in this world don't hold the degree? They kill them every time they come up with a cure, you fucking dummy. Do you realize you never cut the lifeline? I'm bouncing around. You never cut the lifeline of your life. Because you're going to need me before I need you. Oh, yeah, I get it. Oh, they're going to need me when I need this. Yeah, you keep believing that. Remember, I could always pay a nigga to do my work. I work for myself. It's a big fucking difference here. When you allow your bitch to come in and detect what we built, you destroy it. It's not worth it. When you come in here as a streamer and you been in my crib, we broke bread, you cried numerous times. We did a whole bunch of crying, nigga. Cries. Laughter, love, losses. Who was there? Me. You want to cut that lifeline? Go on YouTube. Good luck with that. Ain't going to be nobody you can talk to. Just say, I was wrong, Nate. I fucked up. I was wrong for what I did. And I could say, your apology is accepted. Some of y'all are afraid of giving apologies because nobody says, they're a lot like you. When you take it personal, I don't give a fuck what you tell a person. Nate, when do you know when it's over? When you tell them it's an apology and they don't respond to you, that's when it's dead. Just make sure that's the last words. When you give them an apology, you think Jim Jones and Cameron could do a big viral video and say, man, I can't take it no more, man. I'm sorry. I was wrong. I was in my feelings. I dragged you, brother, because you hurt me. You think Dame Dash and these niggas could say that? Y'all are weak. That's why Black Podcasts, that's all y'all do is drag. You don't know how to fucking love nothing. You don't know what love is. Love to you is busting a nut. Busting a nut is busting a nut. Some of y'all came through fucked up situations. Your parents probably busted a nut and it had you. That's why you all fucked up. Because you don't come from love. You come from trauma. Your father dipped out when he shot in your mother and she told him, ah, damn, I'm pregnant. He left. And now you come up in a world like, I don't have no hate for nobody. Yeah, you do. You hate yourself because you took that shit personal that your father bounced on your mother. Why don't you just say it? Say that I have trauma. Well, Nate, I can't open up to everybody. Well, again, read characters. There's good characters and bad characters. Stop opening up to bad character. If you know your woman ain't no fucking good and you do what she tells you to do, she has a bad character. If your woman says, hey, he's in charge. If your woman says, no, I'm not going for that's your family. That's a good woman. Don't use your child as a motherfucking weapon. I have my own. I could go out here. I'm still young. I still could make a whole bunch of babies around the world if I choose to. Why don't you use the option instead of doing the coward way and stop being a fucking damn coward and be a man? You know damn well I set you up and said, your woman can't come to me. What did I do to her? Well, it's something you said to me. Oh, I said that to you. You went and told her. You took it personal. And she had the ability to fucking do it right then and say, nah. I seen this family. This is a wonderful family. She took it personal. Because she ain't got a real man. You know how many women end up opening their mouth, telling a real man the wrong shit? He said, bitch, you better watch your motherfucking mouth. And she realized that and said, oops, I stuck my foot in my mouth. Not with you. You listened to her. and now she fucking destroyed you, and now she wants to build you. Let's go do this to you. No, he's not accountable for his actions. He's not coming in here. In this house, it's not the house, nigga, it's in the heart. You can't come in here no more. Love don't love you no more. Love don't love you no more. Keep that same energy with all that hatred bullshit right there. Love don't love you. You closed the door. You did that. Fool. Not my fault. I never cut off the lifeline of family members that perished. I know there's a lot of weak men out here. I know that woman is out there with that fucking bum-ass shithole piece of garbage. He's not in charge. Some of y'all can never get a man in charge because they're not going to go for that. Oh, a man got to do this, and you're not going to get a real man with that mindset. You're not fucking foreign. You're not the foreign Asian bitch. You're a black woman. Pick a side. Which side is it going to be? You want to come to Nate when the niggas is dragging you? Really? No accountability. You just going to come back and not say nothing? And then pop up on my live stream and then now I got to block your fucking whack ass? Now you hit me on WhatsApp. Hey, Nate. No, bitch. Don't come back here. Love don't love you no more. Not here. You keep playing the same game like I'm some damn fool. Play it with the fool that you with. You'll see it's never going to work. You know, black woman, I want to share this fucking foolish shit here.
Woman of a certain age, and you know, life changes, the body changes.
I am so sick and tired, like we just said last week or the week before, whenever it was, of all these Negroes pandering to black folks. All of a sudden, now it's us. Oh, it was offensive to us. Kevin Hart has already been bought out. He is a sellout. He is an industry plant. And that is why he's trying to come back and pacify it and clean it back up so that they can continue to have the support of black people, which unfortunately, we support their dumb asses anyway.
We shouldn't be supporting.
We shouldn't, but we are.
I know, and I want to add
how they come for us in the comments.
Exactly. Oh, let me not get started.
All right, now the ugly bitch is going to talk, though. There's always the fucking ugly one. There's always the fucking ugly one. All right, so let's understand this here. Y'all seen the video going on. So the pretty bitch is running her mouth because she's been scorned. So her words mean nothing because she's hurt. She's no different than seeing the fucking Boston Road bitch. You know what I mean? She only understands trauma. So you got to be traumatic to her. You got to be disrespectful because she's been fucked over. She sucked all those dicks, got fucked in the ass. She had to do, you know it's bad when you had to give a nigga the asshole, you still can't keep a nigga. You had to suck his dick, swallow and on, do all that gay shit, you still can't keep a fucking man. But I get it. So now the fucking ugly bitch with the orange hair, she gonna talk. It's always that ugly fucking bitch. You ugly bitch.
I'm so disgusted, but it's so on brand. Cat Williams just told us his behavior. He's a cool.
Bitch, you listening to Cat Williams, you ugly bitch? What the fuck is you talking about? Cat Williams and Kevin Hart are friends now. They apologized. See, that was the main thing about the interview at the Breakfast Club. They apologized, ugly. So, Nate, if you called either one, if I call the pretty bitch ugly or the ugly one ugly, I'm going to get the attention regardless because that's what works for sisters, attention. They're both going to respond because the pretty bitch thinks she's ugly and the ugly bitch knows she's ugly. God damn. All right, let's just keep it real. All right. Sometimes people have to be told what the situation is because nobody's checking them. This garbage here, y'all looking crazy. All right? When that shithole dropped, why y'all ain't do this when Kevin Samuels was alive? When Soul Plane came out, why don't y'all talk about Soul Plane? That was a cool movie. You talking about a roast? That's not even our culture. Comedy roast is white culture. They have thicker skin than us. They do. White boys can handle a lot more shit than black men. I promise you that. You put a white boy in front of a comedy show, you can roast him and destroy him and make jokes on his ass all night. That black man, he gonna fucking shoot your ass. He will kill you. Nobody in this world is more sensitive than a black man. There's men in this world. Now, on a positive note with the sister, well, Nate, what about the rejection of how she did that? Well, what could she do? She probably watched social media. There's women that died over that shit. Either speaking to the man and giving him some rhythm, and the nigga followed her home and try to kill her, or she didn't say shit and he tried to kill her because of the rejection. She don't know what to do. Who could she trust? Here we go.
Kevin, I'm so disappointed in you because you could have used this moment to have your people's back.
No, bitch, Kevin Hart's women don't even look like you, ugly. Shut the fuck up. You ugly bitch. That's the problem. You up that black man's ass so bad, you take it personal. It wasn't even applied to you. Now, there's some jokes that you should have took personal. Why don't you take the joke that was personal, that was done to the sister or the comedian sister, where they talked about her husband on suicide? That was a rough joke. She didn't fucking feel offended by it, but you did. You know why? Because you know that the type of black man you into, these niggas ain't into your type. They never look like you. They don't want you. They don't even want nobody who looks like Meg Thee Stallion. Brothers don't like her. The only men that's attracted to Meg Thee Stallion is players. That's why Meg Thee Stallion's single, because she's in the jocks. Real official niggas, most niggas look at her and be like, yo, I'm gonna keep it a stizzy, okay? I don't know who looks worse, Wendy Williams or motherfucking Meg Thee Stallion. They look like niggas. Niggas don't like that. Okay? So let's proceed. Go ahead.
Said it. We felt offended. No, we did not. You did not feel offended because you would have stood still in that moment and corrected that behavior. Yep. This is what Kat was talking about. You're more worried about your proximity to power versus your responsibility to your people. You're everything else before you're black. You're rich. You're successful before you're black. But what you don't realize is that...
Well, bitch, why don't you take off that makeup, take off the surgery on your fucking face and that fucking terrible wig. Stop trying to look light-skinned. Okay? Because you look bad. Okay? I don't know. You know, I've seen transsexuals that look more fucking lady than you. So this is your little sip. Don't you realize right now, let it go. It's 2 weeks old. It's over. He don't owe you shit. Okay? He don't owe you a motherfucking thing. Nothing. Go ahead.
We'll see you as black before you are anything else. So I am tired of people in Hollywood utilizing black pain, black trauma to dehumanize us for entertainment. Everybody else culture, no. Try talking about the Holocaust.
Oh, don't do it.
Try talking about the Jews.
You can't compare yourself to Jews. You're a nigger. Just stop. Oh, I hate when black people say you. Let me explain something to you, man. Black people, you have slave mentality. 400 years of trauma, nigga. You take everything personal. You don't take a fucking thing constructively. That's why you're not winning shit. All you do is know how to work a fucking job. You don't run shit. You know, I want to know what big entity you own in this world other than fuckery. Okay? What big entity? You cannot compare yourself to a religion. It's a Jewish religion. Okay? Black people can't even make there's no such thing as a black neighborhood is beautiful. A black neighborhood means a fucked up neighbor. That's what it means. Right? So you have to understand, you're not Jewish. There's not a fucking thing that you do to any of the. There's nothing. You don't have no constructiveness, no construct of a Jewish family. Nothing. You fuck niggas before you married them. You suck niggas' dicks. Niggas bust nuts all inside you. Okay? When they have babies, nigga, they only have sex when they're making children. With a fucking damn sheet over their face, putting them up, with a sheet on their face where they put the genitals and they cut a hole in there. They can't even see the woman. Did you know that? Did you ever walk into a Jewish community? Have you ever been into a store that serve kosher food? You're probably scared to walk. How do you compare yourself to a Jew? I live near Jewish neighborhoods. I live in New York City, okay? You want me to bring you to a Jewish neighborhood? I dare you to walk into the store. I bet you won't. You want to compare the Holocaust? We didn't lose as many people as they did. You fucking slaves went out there and kissed that white man's ass. One man took away millions of Jews. Y'all ain't did shit about the white man. You still suck his dick. He runs the country. You ain't doing shit. Now there's one black man worth $50 million and the white man tells a joke and you still want to bring Kevin home. Get the fuck out of here.
Try talking about everybody else's trauma and watch how quick people come to their defense. Yeah. But every single time it's about black people. Every single time it's about...
Every single time there's a black woman that gets fake cheeks in her face because she doesn't like the way she looks. Because you're African and you're embarrassed. Okay? Every single time. Yo, Nurk, give me a minute. I'm going to call you back at like 9:30.
Okay, all right, you got it. Okay.
All right. So you got to think about it like this. You, as a person, where's this going to get you? They're going to call you the angry black woman. That's all that's here. He ain't listening to you. These pretty motherfucking Latin bitches ain't talking about this shit. None of these non-black women ain't saying nothing. They just laughing at you saying, here we go with the bitter black bitch. Always fucking angry because the black man can't get a black man to pay attention to her. He doesn't care, or maybe he does. That's why I said, Kevin Hart, you know what you should have just did? You should have just said, man, I'm sorry if the black community was offended. This is what we do in comedy roast. Let me introduce you to understand it's not our culture. This is what they do in roast. We don't do roast as black people. Certain ones do, certain comedians do. We don't do that. He wasn't schooling y'all. But let me school you. Don't ever go to a roast. You couldn't handle a fucking roast. Nigga, I can't handle a roast. Are you kidding me? I couldn't do that. I couldn't sit in that room. The fact that he sat there, because he took it as it was. It was a joke. You took it personal.
Pain, our trauma, which was the worst on this planet Earth. Everybody else is laughing at it.
Oh boy, here you're blaming a white man again. It was the worst because you didn't do shit about it. The Jews do. You didn't do a fucking thing, black people. All you do is stab each other in the fucking back. All right? All y'all know how to do is be angry with another. I don't fuck with him. I don't talk to him. I haven't spoken to him until you. I didn't say his birthday. I don't even call him anymore to Happy New Year. That's all y'all know how to do. Be angry. You don't know nothing about love. All you know how to do is to react to hate. You don't know what love is when it knocks at your fucking door. That's why nobody loves you. The trauma, listen, why don't you if the trauma is on our white people, just don't deal with white people then. Stop dealing with white people. Because you know a white man owns every platform y'all own. Y'all don't own shit. A white man owns YouTube. A white man's own a white man owns AI. You haven't did shit. A white man, Trump supporter, owns ChatGPT. Trump supporters own Facebook and YouTube and Instagram. What do y'all own? And you crying over Kevin Hart? Like you gonna do something? Do you really think you gonna stop him from eating? Don't you realize you gave this publicity? Don't you realize you made Netflix more views than ever because this went viral, dummy? Because you keep talking about it? Don't you realize right now if there's a Kevin Hart special, your coon black ass is going to be there watching it? All right. Why don't you stop buying cars and shit? Why don't you take a day and not put no gas in your car? Bet you can't do that. That's why the gas keep going up, fool. You can't abolish nothing. You don't have the patience or the ability. Yeah, we have black spending power. Oh, we should
About the Jews.
What you doing?
Try talking about.
We should do a black-owned business. For what? We're not Jewish. You can't support niggas. Okay, Baskin Lather, fantastic product, fantastic business. I support her. Oh, she happens to be black. That's it. Big fucking deal. So what? I'm going to support all these damn black-owned businesses. Y'all niggas don't, all y'all know how to do is make a fucking barbershop, all right? The fuck out of here. Are you serious? Why don't you make a good product and be black about it? Why don't you turn your trauma into fucking success? Stop being angry. When they tell you can't do shit, do it. Oh, y'all carrying on Michael Jackson's trauma. He gone. Oh, that's messed up what Joe Jackson did. No, it's not. It wouldn't be a motherfucking Michael Jackson if it wasn't for Joe Jackson. He was putting his foot in his ass. That's the problem with your fucked up kids. Y'all don't put foot in their asses no more. That's why they fucking shit on you. That's why most of your kids are gonna be fucking losers. There'll never be another Michael Jackson. Yes, because parents don't put their fucking foot in their kids' ass. Y'all hold their hands. We was out on a trip yesterday. I seen this black ugly bitch. She gonna go to her son, meet us at the ferry. The Spanish teacher, she goes and takes the kid's hand, and then she holds his kid's hand all day. Why don't you let the teacher hold it? You know the father ain't gonna come on this fucking trip. You know you don't got a father. You know that kid don't got no fucking father, so I'm gonna be the daddy. Well, you got a son, darling. You can't hold his hand. You gonna make him a bitch like that. The fuck out of here. You held, when a man is raised by a whole bunch of women, he gonna be soft. You open up to your woman, you tell everything because you ain't got no male friends. Your father don't want to fuck with you. Your father's a pussy if he's alive. Uncles are not around. You never had an uncle because your mother didn't have any brothers. You're fucked. What did you expect? You gotta think, you gotta really start using your brains, black people. If this is a situation and you come on a trip and you want to show the Latin woman, the Latin teacher, you are the mother, you ain't showing them they raising your kid when you're at work, you fucking dumb bitch. Anti-social, this ugly bitch. You know what? All the pretty bitches, we all get along with my wife. All the ugly ones, y'all don't say a fucking thing. Ugly bitch. One woman had the audacity to get her hair done for the occasion. You know, her fresh braids, big goofy glasses, fucked up shape. No man. Where's his father at? You wanna team up with me because you see my daughter jumping all over me? Come on, darling. It's not a good look when a boy does that to a mother. That's bad. He's gonna be a pussy. He's a mama's boy. Why don't you let him fucking cut the umbilical cord? Let him know, walk with your teacher, I'm in the cut. Let the teacher do a fucking job. What did you come there for, you moose? You can't hold a boy's hand. He can walk, he's 5 years old. I felt bad for the Latin teacher because she was in there mothering the child. When by the time you got there, you got to show the world, oh, he's here now. No, well, let go of his hand. That's what a real man would have told you. He'd be like, first what a real man would have said, listen, bitch, don't fucking go there and hold his hand like that. You gonna make him a pussy. That's what a real man would. You could tell the father that you had ain't around or he wasn't shit because he would have told you that. Now I can guarantee, well, Nate, you don't know if he was at work. He wasn't around. That's why she was holding his hand. The whole fucking time she holding his hand, trying to be, that's not a flex. I wasn't holding nobody's hand. I told my daughter she's supposed to hold the classmate's hand and the teacher. We was in a cut helping the class. Why don't you help the other students that didn't have a parent there, ugly? They needed you there. You fucking busted bitch. That's what happens with you ugly motherfuckers. You give that pussy away, and then all of a sudden the nigga shit on you. You want to take it out on all the pretty bitches and all the pretty niggas. Yeah, including me. My wife was in there helping everybody else's kids, making sure these kids don't fucking lead off and run out into the street or whatever. That's why they got us there, for parents to help out with each other. You want to come up there and hold a hand. This is what happens when you get on the internet. 400 years, nobody's listening to this garbage.
Everybody else's trauma and watch how quick people come to their defense. Yeah. But every single time it's about black people. Every single time it's about our pain, our trauma, which was the worst on this planet Earth. Everybody else is laughing at it. Even us is making a mockery. We're flip-floppy. We don't know if it's right or wrong. Well, disgusting.
Well, he was definitely laughing, about to fall out his chair.
See, you see what happens? The pretty bitch, watch just the pretty bitch is on. The pretty bitch was like, all right, bitch, like you going a little too far. Okay. The pretty bitch was a little, the natural woman with her hair up. Y'all watch the video. It's going viral. She was on some real cool shit. This one went far because she wants that long dick ball player. God damn. She want that long dick 6'10" ball player, and she can't attract him. She can't even keep him. And she's frustrated. She know Kevin Hart would never give it a time of day. Oh, he like tall women. He don't like you. The type of motherfucker he would fuck would have been this pretty bitch just talking right now. Let her go.
Okay, cracking up over this.
Coon.
You know, comedy is defended. This is defended as comedy. You know, comedians take liberties that a lot of people cannot. Now, this was a roast for Kevin Hart. How is it that this became roasting George Floyd?
Correct.
And what I
No, sister. It's a roasting for Kevin Hart. You were doing good with that. You should have schooled that ugly bitch. It's a roast for Kevin Hart. It's not a roast for us. Kevin Hart is Kevin Hart, nigga. He's a fucking multi-millionaire, worth for like $400-500 million. He ain't normal. That's not for us. These niggas, you know what I mean? When these Hollywood niggas is sucking each other's dicks, that's their thing. That's what they do. Ain't my shit. Y'all going to these Diddy parties? I mean, what you into? If you into it, it's nothing. Not your thing. Nah, B, I'm going to be over here. I'm going to go home. Have you ever seen a comedian put together a roast in the hood? I never seen it. Kevin Hart put y'all on. But he didn't explain to you. So like this woman, she's explaining it, but she has to understand this was a roast for Kevin Hart. Why the fuck should he be accountable? Well, black people took it personal. Kevin Hart, this is what I would have said though. I said, listen, let me tell you something about these niggas. They're going to forget about this shit. They're trying to abolish you because they all fucked up. Everybody's not healing. They all fucked up. I mean, people in their feelings when they're not healing. Just apologize. That's it. Well, Nate, I'm not gonna. No. See, black, just do it, bro. Trust me. He not gonna do it because he's a nigga, and he want what y'all say does matter to him, because he has to please y'all, and he got to please the white man. He got to please his fans, and he got to please his motherfucker and please niggas. No, just trust me. You're not healed. Your constituents are not healed. Your audience is not healed. At least just say sorry. I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings. It wasn't intended to be. That's it. They don't want to hear it, Nate. They want to hear it. Because it'll give them less things to be worried about. There's going to be another distraction. They're going to forget about this shit. It's because you're not saying sorry. That's all they want to hear. But they're not going to be receptive. That's why you're not saying sorry. Because you're taking it personal. Because they're taking it personal. You're taking it personal, you're not going to give an apology. You're taking it personal, you're not going to receive an apology. Anybody that's family, if they receive it constructively, they're going to say, he loves me. If they're receiving it personal, they're going to do what niggas do. They're going to take it personal.
How is it that Kevin Hart is saying that his name should be removed from it? Should they remove your name from it when they're going on Netflix and put it in the search engine so they can actually watch the Kevin Hart roast?
Yes, it should be removed, nigga. Won't you drag that white man? Good luck with that. Y'all don't even know his fucking name. What's the name of the white man? Y'all, nobody even knows the name of the man that said the joke, but y'all using Kevin Hart. Why don't y'all cancel the white man, black people? Because you know it's not going to work. So you go to the weakest link. The black man, because you're familiar with that? Really? Why don't you drag all them black shitholes, nigga, that drag black women every fucking day? Why don't you go to all them baby fathers that don't take care of their fucking kids and the mother got to hold the son's punk ass through the streets? Why don't you drag him? Why don't you drag that shitty fucking father of yours that dipped on your mother? Why don't you drag all these black men? But believe me when I tell you, sister, Kevin Hart is the least of your problems. Remove his name. He ain't got a fucking thing to do to drag the white man. He don't want to say the joke, bitch.
Your name gonna be removed from it. You allowed this to be said. On top of that, they went over all of these jokes prior to, and you didn't have no problem.
Where is his?
Oh God, he's not supposed to have a problem. He ain't taking it personal. He didn't take the joke personal. You did, Moose. This is why black people don't own Black Lives Matter, dummy. I've seen more white people putting in more work. We ain't talking about the niggas robbing the stores. I've seen more white people putting work when that motherfucker got choked to death. I'm sorry. All you niggas is in the house watching. Get the fuck out of here. I don't want to hear
That's what I'm trying to ask for.
He don't have one, baby.
He's final
He's
court.
4'1".
What do you stand on, Kevin? Because at this point, what do they have to do? Blatantly tell you they don't like your black ass? Blatantly tell you they not for you? Blatantly disrespect your family before you think it's...
Bitch, number one, you know he ain't gonna have a career doing that. Stop it. Why don't you do that? Oh, Amanda Seals did it. Amanda Seals is white. She don't count. She's a half white bitch. I promise you, trust me when I tell you, Amanda Seals lost her motherfucking noodle. Yeah, some of the shit she making makes sense, but she lost it. They more confused because they're like, God damn, bitch, you not even the color of us. You the color of them. Pick a side. You either with us or you not. You with us, we fuck you over. You drag us, we fuck you over. Pick a goddamn side. And the next thing you know, you be the same bitch talking about black men need to marry a black woman. Get the fuck out of here.
Because with the climate that we're living in, again, I need to know who's on our side, who's not. Clearly,
No,
Kevin,
bitch, we're not on your side. Black successful men don't even fuck with your type. They don't. Now we have people that's going to take this personal. Again, you could take it personal, you're going to lose. And you could take it constructively and say, God damn, we got to get our shit together. Fucked up weave, dye in our faces, looking like AI, putting AI pictures on my Facebook. What you going to get with that? I want a real man. Yeah, keep dreaming. This is why there's nobody forgiving shit. Y'all can't forgive, nigga, because nobody's accountable. You don't know what accountable is because you take everything personal. That's why they tell you don't take it personal. That's the weakest thing a human being could ever do. A person of strength don't take things personal. You are. You're taking it personal. Don't take it personal. You lose like that. Family, friends, my supporters. I know if I hurt you because you take it personal. But just remember, you have a lifeline. And a lifeline is called love. You can't, anybody that kills your lifeline off completely, nigga, you gonna sink, nigga. You can't be in the middle of the ocean, fucking damn Pacific Ocean, nigga, without a lifeline. You die. The sharks will eat the fuck out of you. When somebody drops that line, nigga, of life and pull you up out of the water, you owe them your life. You spread the love and tell them, thank you for saving my life. You don't forget that. You fucking cool nigga, you try to commit suicide, motherfucker. Remember that? Remember you wanted to kill yourself? Did you tell her that? Did you tell her that nasty fat bitch you fucking is spending all the money on, that fucking ugly fat prostitute? Does she know that? You ain't perfect, nigga. Nor am I. But I never said I was perfect. See, you painting a picture. You ain't telling all, you leaving everything else out. Why don't you be accountable and tell a goddamn bitch I ain't shit either? I spent $1,000 on this ugly fat bitch, ate her butt and everything. Did you tell her that? Did you tell her pussy's no fucking good, nigga? We just gonna come and kumbaya and come together as family and friends like nothing? Are you fucking serious? Because you forgot. See, that's what happens when people shit take personal. You ever notice a person that takes shit personal, they forget everything you done for them. One bad thing, they forget about it. You think Jamie Foxx gives a fuck what you think? He know if he comes out with a big movie on Netflix, you gonna watch it? He don't give a fuck. You think Michael Jordan cares because he marries a white bitch? You think they give a fuck? You think Eddie Murphy, they don't give a fuck what you think because you're gonna support him anyway, black woman. Brian McKnight is still making records. Y'all still gonna buy them concert tickets. Even though he said black women ain't shit. And put that Asian fucking goddamn fortune cookie on that fucking egg roll in front of ahead of your ass. You still gonna put them there. You are. You can't help it. We're irresistible to you. See, the difference between us and you is we're universal. We'll fuck any damn woman around the world. You won't. You're too picky. You're picky on some shit that don't exist. So now you want what doesn't even exist. Yeah, I get it. One day I'll probably go up into the fucking damn Saturn and maybe one of the UFOs will pick me up. I get it. Yeah, same shit. I'm still waiting. I believe, and I really do believe that there's life on other Earth. But I'm just saying, like, you can't take this serious, man. Excuse me, you can't take it personal. Take it seriously. You see the difference? But serious is personal to you. So let me speak in layman's term. You can't take it personal. Take it constructive. Personal criticism, constructive criticism. Black people, I hate to say it, but y'all live in fucking fuck trauma, nigga. Y'all live in fucking, not even fear. Y'all live in an unhealed mindset. You blame everybody but yourself. You fucked your life up. Your mother and them gave you birth, gave you life. You could have been an engineer, nigga. You chose to be a fucking bum-ass construction worker. Now, that's not a disrespect to a construction worker, but if you're listening to this, you're going to take it, I'm not fucking with him no more because he listens to construct. That's black folks. But a nigga that's constructive, he ain't even tripping. He like, well, nigga, I ain't taking it personal. Because I'm listening to the message. It's like a man got to dog you out to get attention. It's like y'all got to drag family for them to get the picture. We got to get on the internet and talk. Because we can't talk. Oh, we should talk. We can't talk. Talking is done. Y'all still talking to people? You talk this way. This is the way you talk to people, through a video. Them days over sitting, we need to come to a truce. No, nigga, come with accountability. With the real people. Well, Nick, what about everybody else and you accountable? What if they don't tell you? You can't tell them. You got to show them. Okay, enough talking. That's it. No fucking, you don't even tell them your goals. They'll see when you invite them to something. They'll fucking see. Y'all talk, oh, I'm done with them. No, that's personal. Now I mean business. Well, Nick, what do you feel about talking? The talking is done. No more talking. Replace them. Action. You know, the one thing I noticed in this world yesterday, I was around with all these people from around the world. I'm eating lunch. My wife cooked some lunch. The kids are eating their lunch. Wife made her lunch. She made a nice lunch. group of these people sat down. Right here, plop right next to me. My wife didn't trip because she knew I would have told her, like, nah, they're foreign. This is what they do. Shout out to Jay. Shout out to Jordan Atkins. They sat next to us. I had to tell her, I said, these are God's creatures. This ain't your ordinary dizzy fucking American here. This ain't your average racist fucking non-healing piece of shit. I hate a motherfucker that can't heal. There was a baby. They're feeding a baby. There's people that speak a lick of English. You know what I did to the baby? Hi. The baby smiled. The family laughed. I don't speak their language. They don't speak my language. But the language, we had a connection. And it was that baby. That's why God put them there. Everything to me is a testimony. Because that's what life is. See, when you look at it from a personal level, fuck that. I don't want nobody sitting next to me. Fuck out of here. You see me eating my food, fucking white people going, no, no, no. Why did God put them there? They had to feel comfortable. They wouldn't have sat next to me if I was sitting there like, you understand? They wouldn't have sat next to me if I was doing that. And all these pretty motherfuckers walking around. Oh, my wife was like, yo, what, this woman got her cheeks out. I said, they're not from here. We're in Battery Park. Just sit in the park. Just sit in the park on a nice day, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and see what I'm talking about. Amazing. I want to reach these are the people that move me. Family and friends that don't heal, fuck them. Because they don't heal. And we don't mean they have a wound that they're not healing. We don't have a sickness. We're talking about the mental. That fucking brain. They're useless. When they feel they have something, a child, a good job, they want to flex their new position, the actor, they got a new movie. Oh yeah, watch everybody. They're going to need me. No. You'll see when you're out in that world, nigga, because you just going to be fucked over like everybody else. Everybody gets it. We're done talking. I didn't have a conversation with these people. But their actions spoke. I want to give you a chill. Their actions spoke. Embrace your actions, ladies and gentlemen. No more talking. Stop talking. Stop running your fucking mouth. If you're about it, you cancel them, go ahead and fucking cancel them. Let's see what it does. Stop talking and running your mouth, trying to get everybody on your Billy Bad wagon because you've got fucked over and you traumatized, so now you want the world to fucking feel, and now you want to blame. We have 400 years, no ugly. You just frustrated because this is your time to drag this nigga because you really wish he could marry you. Why don't you tell the truth? Be accountable for your actions. Until you're accountable for your actions, anybody, family, friends, foes, or whoever you are, there is no forgiveness. And not forgiveness from me, nigga. Forgiveness for you. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. Pardon me. I want to say I'm sorry. You're forgiving you. Ladies and gentlemen, I love you all. Stay awoke. Y'all have a great day. Peace and blessings to you.